Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me, as always... Yeah, editor, could you just show him disappearing? Yes, unfortunately, Spencer had to go to work, so I'm going to be doing this solo, and I have to lean on my audience to help me out with some of the blue cards. But I guarantee we'll still have some great magic to showcase for you today. Will the Wise is going up against Eris. And you know you want to see her band to next week, and we'll see if that's going to happen. I can't wait. Oh, thank God Rex is here. Thank you. Rex is here to walk me through this. Rex is the actual player on the Humbro mat today. Let's get into the gameplay, shall we? We're going to see Rex at the top here on Will the Wise and his other partners that he never plays. So we're going to see a 20-turn clock. Yes, a 20-turn clock. Maybe. Against Eris. You love her. You hate her. You want her banned. Will she be banned? Let's find out next Monday and find out on social media. We'll see if Eris can survive this ban list. Alrighty. So here we go. Let's see if I can fix up this little camera. Looks like it's... There we go. Trying to refocus. Here we go. Got an amazing new camera donated. Well, not donated. It's actually owned by LifeLink. So they helped us out, get some 4D coverage, get some amazing coverage of the actual gameplay. Working on the lighting situation. We fixed the glare. I'm super happy about. Now all we have to do is just make sure that this camera doesn't want to keep focusing and unfocusing to try and capture the best gameplay we possibly can here. Lou says 4K res. Yes, 4K. Yeah. Got our amazing coverage where we can start seeing top down, and you guys at home should be able to make out the cards a lot better than just the artwork. As soon as, of course, this glare wants to, or this out of focus wants to get itself back into focus, like we saw before. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do something with the door. It's probably getting a little buggy because of all the light changing from all the people walking through the doorway. All right, Rex going to 6. And Nick, ooh, nice little grindstone out there. Rex says, this will be the true test of glare, since both Nick and I are mostly foil decks. Absolutely. Another thing I love about this community, we love the full art foil, promo foil. Rex, by far, has beat the entire community when it comes to Value Deck Town. He's got the best judge promos, the best one-ofs. I've tried to offer him some full art foils, and he's like, it's not rare enough. It's just not rare enough. He'll even play with regular cards and versions of it until the rare version that he's looking for comes out. So if a Secret Larry series drops or anything like that comes out, he'll be all over it. All right, finally, glare decided to fix itself. Here we go. Glad it was before the gameplay. No, I spoke too soon. This camera is just going on another level here, trying its best to hyper focus on this. I think the camera was intimidated by you, Rex. I've gone through a little skips. I know that it clears up a little bit. We went through so much hassle with this. The battery was overheating. We were having other issues with different types of gameplay. Rex says it couldn't handle all the bling. Saw what you're doing. I could read this stuff still. Arid Mesa going in what looks like he's going to shock himself too. Looks like 17 to 20. Come on, camera. Bear with us here. This is another thing that I can't wait. If we can get this thing into full time, we'll have a studio hand so we can verify when the glare issues are happening. Or not glare, but the focus issues right today. Yeah, looks like he's going into a hollow fountain. Shock. Blue says the camera knows you too well and keeps the focus on you. That's right. So true. So absolutely true. I really wish I could just skip ahead, but this is all pre-recorded. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to sit in there and playing the game, so I can't check this out. All right, preordain the play. Recognize that one. Happy blue players. I remember preordain. No G duels for me since they're not foiled. Rex is like, I don't care about those $3,000 cards. They're not foiled. I don't want to play with them. And there's another man that will bring into that argument. Do you need duels to play Commander? This man is now 2-0 going into this round. Volcanic Island on the side of Rex here. I'm sorry, on the side of Nick. All right, tap land surveil. Keeps it on top. Blue says, doesn't that make your gameplay loyal? I agree with that. I agree with that, Blue. Thanks. Come on, Focus Engine. Get us back in this game. Here we go. We're going to see. You know, as bad as this is right now, it's actually worse for the One Piece thing. I think we're going to have some great content. But Nika was coming in with the holy glare but back in our first recording, we didn't catch it in time. Looks like we're going to see what looks like a brainstorm. No, maybe another preordained. Looks like a different art, maybe. He played a basic island. Looking at what looks like the top three, it's definitely not a brainstorm. Yeah, it looks like another preordained. Hey, clarity! All you had to do was just pray. The clarity comes back. 4K res right back at you. Preordained versus preordained. Rex says Nick usually plays the OG foils for his bling. Absolutely. I'm a full art foil purist, or someone that's like, or I love the money printing machine that is Secret Lair, but that's a big one for me too. But see, you got to try them. You could have got the full art foil, but again, he was like, no, it's not a promo. It's not rare enough. So he'll play with this until it happens, Wizards. You give him that Secret Lair triumphs, he's all over it. You want to make some money? Rex has got the bills for it. He's ready to spend. Rex says the dice on this side is the Eris reduction counter. Yes, thank you very much for reminding us of that. A lot of Eris players like to do this. We like to put this dice that you're seeing here on the camera here, letting you know how much it reduces. Oh, come on. Come on, Focus Engine. Come back to me here. All right, so you're going to have to help me out here. You put some kind of dice on here. Man, I really wish we could have seen this thing. Pented Prism. Thank you. Pented Prism. The play looks like he's going to Faithless Looting. Going to draw 2, discard 2. Great with flashback. Cost 3. Where it has the same effect. Going to move for the graveyard. Great thing about this is it's one of the cards they love to have is those flashback cards. So when they put those different mana value cards in the graveyard, they can reutilize them in the graveyard. Something like Force Spike or Faithless Looting or several of the other basic blue-red cards that allow them to get those different mana costs so they can reduce the cost of their Eris while also having the utility of having cards in the graveyard that they can use for later. All right, from the hand, it looks like we got a 2-mana gonna get counterspelled here. Rex, we got a... No, it's not your commander here. All right, use one from the Pented Prism. Wish Claw gets that Wish Claw that gets countered. Okay, so you went for the Wish Claw. That makes sense. That's like the key to your deck. Wish Claw loves Rex more than anything else. Went to try to get countered. Bana leaked the response. So we're going to see what looks like a sleight of hand to see if he could find a counter. Doesn't. So counter spell going to stop or Mana Leak going to stop the counter, allowing the Wish Claw to hit the field. Notice that Rex was... Oh, here we go. Looks like we have another counter. After those spells resolved, Wish Claw not going to see the light of day. Good heads up by Eris. That Eris has got to be dirt cheap at this point. Force of Will. Yes. Oh, that's right. That's one of those other promos. Thank you. Force of Will. So exiling a card from his hand, taking 1 life. I know like 3 arts from Force of Will. I own almost every single one of them, but I just couldn't think off the top of my head. This autofocus thing is just absolutely ridiculous for this round. And we're back. See, all I had to do was complain about stop toying with me. Technology. Kira, stop ruining my life. Rex says Nick said he did not want to Wish Claw to land. Did not want that Wish Claw to land. Yeah, I understand why. If you've seen if you've seen Will the Wise, and he's been featured on this channel probably about 4 or 5 times now, Wish Claw is the card. Hey, autofocus, we're back in the game. Maybe I need to talk positively about Wish Claw to bring it back here. I swear you were challenging, Rex, you were challenging this camera to put in the most amount of work for this thing. All right, untap. We can finally see the glory that is this game state. Rex, Wooded Foothills. We're going to see a fetch from, looks like a Scarling Tarn from the Expedition. This camera just so intimidated by the player. It can't deal with all the shiny. Oh, we're flashbanging ourselves left and right. Oh, able to recover. We're going to have a conversation with this camera. It looks like a flooded strand, actually. Really difficult. This Expedition matches all look the same to me. It's why I'm trying to sell mine. I tried going heavy on the collection for when I initially got into it. And yep, Mystical. It's that blue land that comes in that gets if he has 4 islands in play, he gets to return any kind of sorcery or instant on top of his library when it enters the play field. Mystic Sanctuary, thank you. Yeah, Mystic Sanctuary has 4 islands. He's able to put Force of Will back on top of his deck, something he's going to desperately need against Rex build here, because Rex can combo off at any point, but this man is a man of patience, a man of determination, a man. Yes, a man. Yeah, he's a man. Yeah, Rex is a man. Okay, Wooded Foothills, go into the graveyard. Gonna see an intern fetch, not get stifled. All right, well, lucky you, Rex. You don't get stifled. All right, going to get another Triome. Smart. Again, just playing with the normal foils because they're not rare enough yet. Wizards, if you want to make some money. I know I do, but you own the IP and you won't give me the rights to it, you big meanie. I want money. I like money. Good movie. Good movie. Or documentary. Are we calling it a documentary? Idiocracy? Is that a documentary now? Is that how we live our lives? All right, Rex, full grip. He's got plenty of lanes. All right. Just going to pass back. Didn't miss his land drop. Eris notably has, I don't feel like that dice is represented right, or maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's still on a 2 cost reduction. It looks like an intuition. Gonna start filling up his graveyard. Nope, Rex is willing to fight for this. Good call. Don't want to make sure that his commander's cheap enough. Nope, not a Snapcaster. I don't recognize this promo, Rex. You're gonna have to tell me which on this one. It's a search for 3 flashback cards to the grave. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't. This is probably the key linchpin to Eris. This card is the absolute staple that you want to see in your opener. Making sure you hit this because it basically just turns Eris on immediately. But, okay, so Rex is playing Lose Focus on the card. Trying to counter it, keep this thing away from being able to. All right, we got a fetch from response, but looks like Blue to Delta hits the yard. Our camera just, all right, nice little foil island. Our camera just struggling with with flashbang after flashbang after flashbang. We got ourselves. Who said this was Magic the Gathering? This is Call of Duty with foil Magic the Gathering cards here. Rex says replicate 1, deciding if I want to do 2. So Nick needs to pay a full 4. Okay, all right. At least force him to tap out. And then that way you can't play the second spell per turn to get the trigger off from Eris. Smart heads up play here. And if you can't counter it, at least make sure that he can't drop Eris that turn. As I'm sure he was willing to basically put a Force Spike or something in the graveyard to get that second so he can start his clock. Eris really only needs 1 of its dragon tokens to take the game away in their favor. Blue says, he said he was losing focus and the camera is beating him to it. Oh, how did we miss that? How did we miss that? Oh, we can't go back, editor. It's too late. We could have lost focus and did a meme there. Blue on top of it. The real comedy's in my chat, guys. You guys got to come to us live. If you're watching this from YouTube, come to my chat's smarter than I am. Good grief. I can't believe we missed that. Oh, lose focus. When we're having flashbang camera issues. It was right there. That wasn't just a layup. That was a softball pitch from a 5-year-old. Should have knocked that out of the park. I'm off my game, guys. Without Spencer to kind of like feed off from, my humor is gone. I lose it all. I miss him. Just put the ghost here. That he's just living here in the background, trying to help me out. Come on, editor, just put him back here. In the arms of an angel. All right, so Memory Deluge, not a Force Spike, and maybe it is. No, that's not a Force Spike. Lava Spike, sorry. They usually Lava Dart, I think, is what they play. Yeah, getting 3 flashback cards. This Eris now basically free, or 2 mana. It's going to be your basic. Is it mana cost here? So next turn, he is likely going to be playing 2 spells, get out his commander, and then play an additional spell to get out that dragon. It's now on Will the Wise to come up. Is he going to try and threaten him with that 16 turn clock of the will of the wise, or is it going to combo off now? Like, now, notably, neither the Prowess Dragon nor Eris have haste, so at least he has one more turn before they try to combo off and kill him here. All right. Another blue card that I don't recognize here. This one, it looks like a tutor. Mystic tutor? That's a beautiful promo. You gotta help me out here, Rex. What is this one? It's the muddle of mixture to transmute. Okay. Transmuting allows him to basically grab any 2-drop from his deck, which the usual pick is Demonic Tutor. I'm sorry, no. Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor grabs the red. That's the other combo that you have. It's getting flashbanged again. Right at time. Here's Nick's throwing off all of his bling, and the camera's just like, I can't take it. I can't take all the bling. It's too much. Yeah, Rex checking out, see what's in the graveyard. He might be going to get himself a nice little graveyard hate thing, because I don't think he has the combo yet to go for the Underworld Breach combo. Rex says, I was thinking about getting a graveyard hate card. Yeah. So we're showing that what the CMC in the graveyard is. Merc, first time chat. Thank goodness to hear you. He says, we'll have to remember to set it to manual focus in the next week. Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely, Mark. Hey, Mark's in the chat. Holy crap. I didn't think I'd ever see you. Yes. Yes, we will fix this. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. Everyone say hi to Mark. This man is the man that gives us all the magic for all the good magic cards. All right, so it does. Are you going for the graveyard hate here? I don't recognize this promo either, Rex. You did want to. I understand exactly. Like, this is the line. You get the 2-cost CMC card. Get him off from Eris plays. Really good heads up play. But he got the Demonic Tutor instead. Okay, that's the other Demonic Tutor. I imagine you weren't too excited to try to win the Demonic Tutor. You're playing for the Force of Will at this point. Because that Demonic Tutor really not going to do much when you got that beautiful piece of art there. All right, Force of Will, going to hit that. Not a big deal. Another reason why he likes looking for it and putting it in the graveyard, because that's exactly where he wants it. Obviously, it would have been helpful if he could have gotten him off Eris with the Demonic Tutor, but this is really setting up. I don't know if Nick knows this, but he's really setting Rex up for exactly what he wants to do for this kill spell. All right. Eris comes out. Second spell. I'm going to trigger for that dragon. I believe it's on cast, so it doesn't really matter. Brainstorm the cast. Yep, here comes the dragon. So now he's got a 5/5 Eris and a 4/4 dragon. Both notably doesn't really matter because they don't have haste. So not going to get immediate damage in here. Doesn't have a Cactus Bloom or anything else like that to worry about. And no creature lands whatsoever. So no real damage going to get done. Kind of shields down a bit for Rex. A little bit. Obviously, he's got 2 in hand still. 3 open. His Force of Will is out of hand, so Rex no longer has to fear him countering his combo piece. Will this be the turn that Rex says, all right, I'm going off? Notably, did miss a couple land drops here. All right. Is that a Rest in Peace? Oh, meets a counter spell. Looks like a Spell Pierce coming back. Counter in the counter. Oh, no, it's a board wipe. A balance. This is balance. Okay, so balance is the play. Basically forces him to sack all of his creatures because Rex owns none. He's going to have to sacrifice a land, and Rex is going to have to discard, unfortunately, here with that balance, but still at least got the board cleared. Balance and Force Spike. It wasn't, thank you, Force Spike, not Spell Pierce. My apologies. Thank you very much for that correction, Rex. Yeah. So many different promos. This one's got that beautiful F&M stamp on it, too. And my camera just struggling. Ooh, Grindstone hits the table. All right. All right, Grindstone. We got 1 piece. Shields down. 4 mana. We're going to go back. Play Eris again. Pass back. Really, all he could do is only got 1 card in hand. Tap land. Surveil. Rex going to put it in the graveyard. Tapping 2. Grabs Will. Okay. Will gonna offer him some clue tokens. So he's giving him the option. There's always the option that he gets 2 and his opponent gets 1, or he just gets 1. That's the option offered every single time Will hits a board. Will notably cannot block Eris, but he's definitely just one card away from ending this game right away. All right, two blue. Go for Thing in the Ice. Man, I haven't seen that in forever. All right, Thing in the Ice. Require every single time he plays a instant or sorcery or removes an ice counter from it, and eventually turns it into this huge 7/8. This used to be a Phoenix staple in Modern and Pioneer. So those people playing Phoenix decks, they just absolutely love this card. All right, looked like he tried to Memory Deluge. No, he did something else. It wasn't Memory Deluge. Did something else to remove one of the counters. Eris getting in for 5. Deep Analysis from the grave. Okay, Deep Analysis. Thank you. Got that Prowess trigger. Got 1 off from the Thing in the Ice. All right. 2 in hand to Rex. Is this a turn? Did he draw it? Did he draw the last combo piece he needs? Only looking down right now in a potential with 2, maybe 3 cards in hand. If all 3 of those are spells, he's dead next turn. Taps 3. Grabs Luris. Plays Luris. Okay. LifeLink Online. Can play any kind of 2 or less permanent from his graveyard. Doesn't have anything that he can... no baubles or anything. This deck plays a lot of baubles. So he usually has some 0 drops he could grab, but nothing in the yard this time. Not able to get an extra draw. Eris has 8 damage currently. Just needs to play 2 spells to end the game here. Zach says, unfortunately, Phoenix hasn't played TT since it became good. Unfortunately, you're right. Yeah, I haven't seen Thing in the Ice in a very long time. And I'm going to be very careful in how I say it. There is a colloquial term for TT in the regular community that we will not be sharing here on YouTube nor on Twitch. This isn't Kick, everyone. All right, so we got 1 spell. Nope. All he needs is 2 spells that do the double prowess trigger to end the game right away. First spell, Flame Agnor. Gonna remove a counter. He's got a wizard, it's gonna draw 2. We got now 2 5/5s. Rex is at 1. Currently, if he attacks in the air. Thing in the Ice does not have haste, so it won't be able to come over here. Tony says TT is probably not good on Eris since it would kill your tokens. That's true. That's very true. Oh, I'm sorry. I just looked over here, found the spell. Yeah, the flashback on the Faithless Looting. Yep. That was all I needed. Flashback, Faithless Looting, got the extra prowess trigger. Game 1 goes to Eris. Who would have thought Eris had a good matchup here? All right, Nick on the first game takes down game 1. Will the Wise now going to be on the play. Let's see if we get flashbanged one more time. Thanks, Rex. I really appreciate the help on that one. As soon as I saw it in Exile, I knew exactly what had happened. I look over the chat for 2 seconds and I watch it. I miss the fact that he just exiles the Faithless Looting. So we're going to skip ahead just a little bit. Watch the camera, struggle with every bit of the bling that happened to come on this table. I love that the championship table just became Call of Duty. Just flashbang, here's all the foils. Good luck, camera, deal with it. Oh, Nick's in the crowd. It's like, Thing in the Ice is my build to slow down aggro decks. Eris doesn't need much of a bunch of tokens to win, so not a big deal. Absolutely. I can agree with you on that one, Nick. Like, I think it's a really nice spice for this deck. I haven't seen it in any list that I've looked at, but then again, I'm not a blue mage, so I don't spend that much time staring at blue cards. I might be biased. Who knows? I mean, I'm not biased. I'm not biased. Am I blue? Who's in the chat? I do love that most of my color spectrums on the screen that were all blue too. So I'll fight to the tooth and nail to never have to play blue Magic cards, but I do like the color. It's a good color. Just not my taste in Magic. Nick, good to see you on here. So you can actually help us out here too with this. I don't know if you've been seeing this. Your decks, both yours and Rex's, have flashbanged the camera more times than a Call of Duty regular feature match. I feel like we need to have that clip that I can't show on YouTube, I don't think, where it's like, why is it when I throw a flashbang, it's like hitting him with a paper napkin at a kid's birthday party. But when I get flashbanged, I'm not going to continue that. You're going to have to watch that on YouTube. All right. Tapland, Shockland going back. Looks like Godless Shrine going back to Hall of the Storm Giants. Nice ponder. Draw crowd, scry 2. Nick thinking deep. He's already got one in here. Serum Visions. This is why I'm not a blue mage. Thank you, Rex. Serum Visions. See, I can't keep track of all your cantrips. You got like 70,000 cantrips. I mean, if you watch a Phoenix deck, it takes them 17 turns just to structure their deck and the proper 54 cards because they play nothing but cantrips. Champion says, if Aaron's wins, we ban. Okay. All right. I mean, there you go. Oh, Arcane Signet. Promo from the if you go to the Magic the Gathering events. I got a couple of those. Nice Arcane Signet. So land pass, something you see quite often in Eris, but notably no red sources from the Eris player here. All right, we're going to see a consider. Got that one right. Going to surveil one. Draw a card. It's got two different, put remand into the graveyard. So 2 different CMCs in the graveyard. Tapping another one. Is this going to be another cantrip? Yeah, Otherworldly Gaze. Here we go. Yeah. Just, do you see what I'm saying? Like, your whole deck is cantrip.deck. What do you play, like 40 lands and like 50 cantrips and then like 10 actual cards of Magic the Gathering? Like, I feel like that's that. No red source. Oh, you don't have spoilers here? Nick, I think we've seen this match before here. Spoilers. Okay, so 36 lands in this deck. Okay, so 36 lands and 36 cantrips, and then the rest of the deck is actually something of value, right? Is that how this is? I feel like I'm getting really close to how to play blue. Like, just like 30 cards that are just nothing but cantrips. All right, Memory Deluge. I recognize this one. That is the Store Championship promo. Is this the foil or the one with the Store Champ? Looks like the foil. Okay. Gonna see, looks like a counter spell. It's a blue card, so I would imagine that countered it. Champion says, not the opinion it should be banned. Not of the opinion that it should be banned. Always foil. Oh, that makes sense. Misdirection is the counter spell that he was playing out there. All right. Thank you very much, Rex. Appreciate that. Will the Wise hitting the field. Even your basics are these amazing promos. What is that basic up to? Like $60? I don't call it out enough. All right, Castle, the Blue Castle. Can't even remember what that one does, but I do know it comes into play untapped as long as it controls an island. Those are the Bob Ross lands, actually. Oh, okay. Still, good land drops. I love Bob Ross. I miss him. Respect. Rest in peace, but. All right. Nice little, the base, what is that? They called this something. It was just like it's a piece of art that's just kind of like the most basic of art you could possibly have. Are we going to see a 20-turn clock? Did Will just get in for a point of damage? Oh, man. All right. Nick, putting it back on top. Just can't seem to get a red source. Isn't that cactus tap for red, though? Am I wrong, or am I missing what that card is down underneath it, underneath your castle? Nick, you should play some red sources. Just some constructive criticism, Nick. Just play some red sources. All right, so he's gonna try and take to get some red sources. Arcane Signet. Oh, another cleave. Got another cleave here to the counter that. Rex with no more hand, but this potential like 3-4 turn clock. Will the Wise? Did you go aggro? This is nuts. Will the Wise going aggro? Preordained. Oh man, Will just not putting up with it. He's like, not today, Eris. Another basic outlet. No resources. That's a scoop. That's a concede. Okay, that was the quickest game I've ever seen against Eris. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah. When Will wants to go aggro, that's the meme of the day. we need angry Will on camera. I'm going aggro. Yeah, right? Looks a little bit familiar. Neon Spencer in the chat, thankfully. I think you know what it's like when you just draw nothing but islands. Rex, Will has done being the upside down. Yes, he has learned. This man is ready to take on the Demogorgon. He's a fighter. I can't wait for the next season. That's what they need to do the next season. Next season of Stranger Things, they need to have Will the Wise literally come out there and just be like, beast mode activate. And then Secret Lair is going to have to come out with a whole new set with him being a 6/6 creature with trample and reach, because why not? He's a giant. We got to have it. We got to have it. Come on, Wizards. Don't cower it out. Let's do another repeat of Stranger Things. Come on. 6/6 Will the Wise. Incoming. And only be 1 mana, too. Because that's fair magic. All right, skipping Magic the Shuffling so we can get into game 3. Oh, you know what? Before Blue yells at me, Rex gets a star. He earned his star. We're going into game 3. Champion has already said that if Eris wins, we ban. If Will wins, he gets to play for Force of Will and chance in the board state here. So both players playing for a Force of Will. Both, I don't even think care, because their Force of Wills are so much better than the one we were offering here. Blue says about time. Neon says, been forever. We'll be playing too much Magic. Needs to get back into the studio. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right there, Spencer. All right, back to the gameplay. We're going into game 3. This looks like it's going to be a fun one. So, Champion has already thrown the gauntlet. Eris wins this. Then Eris... Oh, we got a mulligan from Will. From Rex. Okay. Not too bad. I've seen this deck come back from some good mulligans. We got a keepable 7 from Eris. Hopefully he caught a red source. Nick, I really hope he kept a red source, man. Turns out, the red part of your deck is actually necessary for you to play your deck. And you know that. Because the green part of my deck is what's required me to play my deck when you Blood Moon me in round 2 and knocked me out of the tournament. Or at least for the prizes and stuff. It was a great match, though. I appreciate it, Nick. That was a really good match. All right, going down to 6. Are we going to see a quick salty much blue? I promise you, I might have some fun and throw some stuff out there, but I'd never have any hard feelings. But I do have to admit that getting Blood Mooned in a deck that plays Blood Moon, Magus of the Moon, and leverages its experience to try and Blood Moon people, and losing the game because I was Blood Mooned really feels bad. Nick says, game 3, I keep 1 lander with Lorien revealed. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. At least you're going to be able to get your red source. And Rex says, both hands were 5 lands, so no need to go down. So he needed to go down to 5. All right, wow. Playing at a massive disadvantage, especially being on the play for this round. No, I'm sorry. No, he's not. He's on the draw. He just beat down Eris. So he's on the draw. So at least going to be able to get up to 6 here, but taking a massive disadvantage against a full grip from Nick here. Got a keepable. That's good. We're going to see some Magic the Gathering. I hope this is not a Nombo game. That would be really terrible. Let's put an actual gameplay out here, guys. All right, choosing this too. Yeah, and you got to help me out here, Nick, just to let the rest of them know that I was laughing and angry at the same time about how well that Blood Moon was working against me. So just let him know I didn't keep it salty and that you didn't want to. Ooh, all right. Going to pay 2 so he can basically look at his opponent's hand. We haven't seen this one. That's a Phyrexian mist. What is this? It was banned for a while there. It's just a nice little cantrip that allows him to see what his opponent's playing. Rex is going to be playing face up. Just help us out here. I think about each time on the stream, Jimmy D to us, don't keep bad hands. Yeah, right? Gataxian Pro. Thank you, Rex. Gataxian Pro. Yep. Nick says Blood Moon was too nice in our match, right? Just put it's like the nightmare of being mono red and getting Blood Mooned and losing because I was Blood Mooned and a mono red deck. The nightmares keep coming. All right, double blue. Okay, we're gonna see a red source come from you here, Nick. I mean, you should have learned from the last time. All right, he's gonna fill up his yard, making his commander basically 0 at this point. Okay. Okay, smart. Okay, so Rex basically played Brainstorm to shuffle 3 cards back and forth, so there's no longer free information and known cards in the hand. Allows him to pick his hand up. Beautiful Brainstorm art. And there's like 17 different Brainstorm arts. I own like 5 or 6 of them, and there's only one that I like. Even though it's blue card. But yeah, good art on the Brainstorm here. All right. Getting our flashback cards, put them in the yard. Faithless Looting, Otherworldly Gaze, and I don't remember the older one. Beautiful card, though. Notably didn't go for a Lava Dart. Usually a really good play, but then again, he has to sacrifice a mountain, which he needs to own one before he can sacrifice one. Where's those red sources, Nick? All right, Godless Shrine, taking 2, showing Chalk lands are still just as viable as dual lands. Here's that prismatic, you just put it in the other land. I gotta go back up here. Prismatic, you showed me what this was already, and I already forgot the name. Come on, you were helping me. Where is it? Too far up here. Oh gosh, you're gonna have to help me out. It's too far up. I can't find it. Prism. Pented Prism. All right. Preordain. Gonna cantrip the cantrip. Ooh, we got a Prismatic Vista on his side, so he's finally gonna have access to red. Congratulations, Nick. You're playing with the other color of your deck. Sacred Foundry. Getting out. Profane Tutor. On Suspend 2. Demonic Tutor with Suspend, basically. Fetching, I imagine he's going to get himself finally a mountain. There we go. There's your colors, Nick. Is it Tron Online? And all he has to worry about is a ticking time bomb or a Profane Tutor and potentially some kind of counter spells. It looks like Rex just playing face down, just forcing his opponent to play smart, play straight, which Nick will always play straight. 3 here, only needs 1 more to make this cost 0. But basic cost, I'm sorry, not cost 0, but basically cost just the basic red-blue. Is it? Dumps 3. Ooh, beautiful. They got Subtlety, Soakins in, and I don't recognize the Amaket. Oh, see, we got flashbanged with that card. Okay, congratulations. You screwed up my camera again. I'm telling you, you guys are testing the wills of this environment for us. All right, another island. Taps 3. I don't recognize this one. Looking like he's putting 5 cards out. Blood Moon. Force. All right, this one. Oh, what happened to my chat? Pieces of the puzzle. Okay. So he's going to get himself a Force of Vigor. Dalkin Shackles was the other card I missed. Yes. Dalkin Shackles is that beautiful art that you're seeing flashbang in my camera right now. Oh, and negation. Force negation. Force negation. Thank you, Rex. See, this is why I need you guys here. There's so many blue cards. To me, if I see blue, I'm just like, that's counterspell, right? And that counters what I did. Because it counter the thing that I did. Because it's blue. It's counter, right? Or cantrip. So blue does 2 things. It cantrips and counters. So we got Hall of Storm Giants, Blood Moon. Obviously not going to be doing much in this this matchup. Rex says, talking if Nick played the land or not, which he did. Yep. Okay, so they're just trying to discover right now to see if he'd hit his land drop this turn. Passes back. Got to worry about that force negation in hand. Force of Vigor is that green card. I don't know why I saw the Vigor. Just so many different blue counterspells. All right, back to Nick. Notice that Rex missed his 4th land drop here. He does have that Profane Tutor coming off the suspend next turn. And because of that Prism, he's got an ability to add some kind of mana. Nick debating on the line of path he wants to take here. Has enough to cast his commander. He will. All right. Finding a response here. Gonna get ourselves a mana leak. Back to the command zone, he says. So now all he has to do is put another CMC card in the graveyard, and his Eris is back to being Is It Colors again. Here we go. We've seen it 1,000 times. Looks like he's gonna have that pieces of the puzzle back on top of his library. Do the Mystic Sanctuary. All right. We're gonna see a Force Negation played against that Profane Tutor. No longer allowing him to look for what he needs. Oh, maybe not. We see a fight. Here we go, fight. This one, rewind because I'm dumb. Said hidden mode of muddle the mixture, right? Muddles your own brain. Gonna get that Profane Tutor now. Okay. You saw the fight. Nick on 3. Rex now on 2, gonna be 3 when he finishes off this Profane Search. Will he go for a land? I'd hate to see him have to waste this Profane Tutor on a land. This Will to Wise deck has so many different angles and lines. It's just really interesting. I mean, if you watch this channel, we posted this several times, and we will be toasting the top 4 here in MTG Top 8. Post this, obviously. I need to get some time. Didn't want to give any real spoilers away or anything. But all the deck lists we had from this will be in MTG Top 8. Should be posted by tomorrow, so you can all check out to see who the top 4 of today's matchup were. And not really looking good for Rex right now. But got a free card. Both decks challenging this camera to its ultimate maximum. Draws for turn. Does he finally hit his land drop? Okay, yep. It looks like a Thoughtseize. Yeah, Thoughteize. That is a beautiful art, Thoughteize. So, getting rid of... don't recognize that one. But Memory Deluge and a Force and the Fire Inquisition. Okay, Inquisition. Yep. Oh, Inquisition and Coslisk is what he played. That is gorgeous. So 3 CMC. Obviously, couldn't pick either of the other 2 cards because Inquisition and Coslisk is 3 CMC or less. See, it's like I know what the cards do and I know the names of the things, but it's just there's so many different arts. How do you keep track of what's being played here? And I should have realized when you didn't go to the life total pad that it was not a Thoughtseize. I mean, Thoughtseize only has like 7 different arts. That's all. All right, tap in 3. Going to play his own piece of the puzzle again. Look at the top 5. Grabbing 2. Got himself a nice Spell Pierce and Cryptic Command. Spell Pierce, the only... No, the Fire, the Burn card there. The only 2 cards he can play is Spell Pierce and that. Full Knowledge for Rex. Rex going to go for his will. Are we going to see a 17-turn clock? Grindstone the play. All right. Passing back. Threatening Painter Servant. All right. Burn spell coming in. Will the Wise no longer here. Creates... Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. Yes, killing Full of the Wise. Okay. Deciding if we want to roll that back. Okay. So it gets another clue token on the death trigger. Rex here saying, I have Painter Servant. What do you got? Not, I don't know if he has or not. I'm just saying, when you play the grindstone out like that, the confidence level is like, yeah, I'm going to make you think I have it. Rex says, didn't realize when Will leaves, I get another clue. Okay. So yeah, he didn't, so Nick didn't realize he was going to get another clue token with that one. Finally hits his fourth land drop. Arid Mesa hitting the field. No real pressure coming from Nick's side of the field. However, he does have to play around a Cryptic Command and a Spell Pierce. So, gonna see a flashback. Getting rid of that card I couldn't recognize before here. Discarding the Memory Deluge to draw 2. Almost like a Faithless Looting. All right, gonna see ourselves another... let's see. Mill 2, draw 1? I don't recognize that cantrip. Nick just digging through his deck with all these cantrips. Thought Scour, that's right, Thought Scour. Mill 2, draw card. We got what looks like a Flooded Strand. Oh, getting flashbanged. Too much foil. Too much foil. Yeah, Mark, we're going to have to fix this. All right, looks like we're getting a Delve. Showing the Eris count. Oh, for the flashback in the grave. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you. Trying to make sure that he's got all the CMCs accounted for and all of his flashbacks. Trying to help us with that flashbang he keeps doing with this incredibly shiny deck of his. Looks like I think he has 4 in hand with Cryptic Command and Spell Pierce in hand, but visible and free knowledge. Gonna play out that free Eris, basically. 4 mana Eris. Back to Rex. Is he gonna fight this? Fetching. Sacrifices Arid Mesa, going for a land. Are we gonna see him fight? Has to have a counter with 2 open for the Spell Pierce. And also have to play around any unknowns coming over from Nick's side of the field. Nick obviously playing a lot of different counter spells, so a lot of answers Nick could have here. And it looks like we're gonna see a fight. Nope, just a draw right now. Okay. Clue, snapping the clue token. Are we gonna see a fight? Tapping 2. Remove another clue token. Nope. Okay. Just gonna draw, get his hand full, deal with this. Hope that Nick doesn't have a second spell. Okay, so no dragon for Nick. Didn't have a second spell. 2 counters that are visible, 3 cards in hand, don't know what those are. Verdant Catacombs. Finally, Rex hitting his land drops. Getting back into this game. Verdant grabbing possibly another basic. Yep, another mountain. He's playing around Blood Moon. You know he's not ready to get Blood Mooned. So we got those beautiful, beautiful Bob arts. All right, Rex on 5. Is he going to play the Painter's Sermon? Does he have the Painter's Sermon? Tapping 1. Thoughtseize. I recognize this one. That is my favorite Thoughtseize art. Juju E2. I haven't seen you play this thing, I don't think ever on camera, but the horror graphic artist, amazing artwork from here. I've got a play set of him. As soon as that thing dropped, I was all over it. The mangaka artist is absolutely insane. If you haven't seen this thing, seriously, there's a reason this is the most expensive Thoughtseize out there right now. Beautiful art. All right, so we got a Mana Leak. Looks like a Cryptic Command, Spell Pierce that we already knew about, a Pathway, and what looks like an Izzet card that I don't recognize. Is that Izzet Charm? No. Looks like it's only 1 word. It is Izzet Charm. Hey, I got it right. Hey, look at me. I know magic, mommy. I know what I'm doing. I swear I'm a professional. Izzet Charm. Nice little counter spell. 3 modal card. Really good card. When that thing got played, I think it was in every single deck in Izzet colors. Ooh, here we go. Got ourselves another full art. Is this this is Lord of the Rings, obviously. Silent. Oh, this is a Silence. All right, setting up to play. Here we go. Opponent cast spells in his turn now. Princess, Bride, Silence. Here we go. Dark Ritual to play. Ooh, we're going to see him combo off. Hey, is this the balance? Yeah, Teferi's Protection balance. We got to concede. Holy crap. Will the Wise taking down Eris. It's a champion. We don't have to ban her. That's the deal, right? We don't have to ban her anymore. That's the deal? That because, you know, Eris, Will the Wise takes it down? I believe that was the deal. So Eris is still legal. Teferi balance. Oh, sorry. Yes, Teferi and balance. Teferi's protection and balance combo. It basically phases everything out, and then the balance says, "I have nothing, so you can't have anything." Board wipes him, and then when Teferi's protection is undone, then I mean he brings all of his resources in, and his opponent has nothing. It is a devastating combo that usually really makes it difficult for the opponent to come back here. Alrighty, with that, I want to say thank you again to everybody. I really appreciate it. And as always, stay